right. Welcome in, everybody. I've not moved any cameras around. Oh, dear God.
That is how he normally talks to us. I just want it to be known.
What?
It's canon. It's canon.
What's canon?
Can't see us.
Thank you so much, Cricky, for bringing in that raid of your beautiful people. Thank you all for standing by while we get ready for the stream, but not really, because I need to rearrange everybody. So just sit tight, and we'll get things in order. Actually, things are pretty good. Kelp, you're playing Kane tonight.
I'm so ready.
And
Give me all the
Amanda,
doors.
you are Phoebe.
Hell yeah. I won't hurt anything ever.
I'll hurt all the things.
Yeah, that's great.
Extreme Queen!
But yes,
Oh,
welcome in. I am Lord Fancie. This is Fancie's Fables, and we are joined by our wonderful, beautiful cast. The most amazing Amanda Dufresne playing Kane, the indomitable Art Is My Voice playing Koraktau, the adorable Kelp playing Phoebe, and the enigmatic Bulletproof playing Temin. Good, good. Eat your heart out,
fine.
fumbles and
It was
flagons. All right.
It was fine. My God.
Thank you, Griffin Lord, for that follow, and Scythe, 50-month resub. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Enjoy your new... Is that a new badge? 50 months?
I think so.
Tell me, this
I
is
can't
your
math.
stream, boss.
I can't math. I can't math.
Xavier,
What?
what's your problem?
How much time you got?
No, put the list away.
Tonight, in lieu of a weekly question, I want you all to give me your best impression of another character.
Oh no! Oh no, my heart.
I already did mine.
Nope.
Checks
I
out.
already did mine too. If she did it, I already did it.
I am going to have you all make a dice roll, and that will determine who you're doing an impression of.
For the sake of time, someone roll for me.
So everybody roll me a d4.
A D4. My dice. Like I'm playing D&D or something.
Yeah, you need dice. This is our one die roll of the night.
Who even uses a D4? Oh my gosh. Ugh.
All right, D4. Here I go.
I got a 6.
Time for
Let's go.
dunks.
6. No modifiers.
I got 2.
Okay.
Modifier, go.
Ko got 4.
Yep.
I got a 1.
Okay. Temin, you're doing Ko.
Ooh,
Ko,
spicy.
you are Kane. Phoebe, you are Temin. And Kane, you are Ko.
Wait, I was Co too.
Wait, Temin's
I'm
Ko. I'm Phoebe.
She
Oh,
got it
Temin's
anyways.
Ko. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got a 1. I don't know if that matters, but we're starting
We
off.
can both be Co.
That's true. Yeah, you can.
Well, you know, she rolled last. She should just default to 3, so.
You all know who you're gonna be.
Wow. How come no one... How about we all just play the DM instead? How's that?
Yeah, well, I'll just pretend to be Xavier.
Well, then you'd have to do like
Never
50
lived.
characters, and then look left and right.
No, we all just pick one. We can
Yeah.
all remember one of your characters.
Evan, someone could be Evan. No.
No, I
Same.
gave you the task. You can wish list that for a future
We're
thing.
gonna change it, actually.
As the DM, I'm going to change it. All right, Bullet, you start us off.
I hate this.
Well... That's not exactly what it is, Temin. But, Actually, why don't you fill us in, Kane? Since you're the great leader, you happen to know what needs to be done here.
Very co. Very co. I'm going to explain it to you, but first let me defer to our leader. You are
Until you're
muted.
muted.
Yes, exactly.
So, as
You
Kane,
sit there and listen.
as Kane,
I
you
was
need to
double muted.
respond.
Double muted.
Listen, guys. I'm not the leader. I don't know anything about this magic stuff. You guys need to handle this. But you, little one, Phoebe, you get over here. You stay next to me at all times. That's it.
Very Kane.
Very Kane, very Kane.
And let me propose to my 2 wives.
You right, Kane. You right.
What does Phoebe have to
I'll
say
play your
about
wedding
that?
song.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. And Phoebe's response.
Oh, guys, you know, Kane is like gone through a lot and stuff, and like if he wants to do those things, he can do all those things, and like, you know, but like not it like make him, but he is a really good leader. But like I think there's so many other good things that we should also take into consideration when we're like, you know, talking, and we don't always have to be like violent with one another. So yeah, I love everything, and also bees. Booker? Where's Booker?
I hate how
Also
accurate
bees.
That was so stupid good.
We haven't even really started. My guts are about to burst from
That
laughing.
was so good.
Absolutely fantastic. Especially that part at the end that I definitely heard. Loved it. Loved every
Also
part of
bees.
it.
Also bees, and where's Booker?
Also,
bees.
Booker.
Wonderful.
All right, well that was
So
everybody.
what is Temin? What was Temin asking?
You know, that's a very good question, Temin.
Oh, hello. Well, you see, Phoebe, I was just making pancakes with Raffaangelo because while you were telling me about Kane's problems, I figured I would feed the entire team with plenty of nutrition and sweets with the help of Sebastian. That's all I have.
I don't really have any problems. Let's just move on, please.
That's all I have.
You all did
accurate.
great. You all did great. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. And we're playing the rest of the episode that way.
And now that you have your assigned characters, let's go.
Yeah, you fucking wild.
I would like to rage.
I'm glad that Grace was here for that because she had requested it.
Nice.
Good job, Grace.
Freaky Friday.
Yes, that is literally what she said last night.
That was a Grace special.
The Grace special. That's something different. We'll see it this weekend.
The Grace special. Oh, dang.
Grace
If y'all
us with
don't
this
know
special.
the Edgar Allan Poe, she was our guest player as Valor for a good amount of time. Just recently departed us. She had to protect her good country of Cormyr.
It was for the puss.
It was for the puss, man.
Yeah, it was.
You gotta do it for the puss, especially royal puss. That's some preem
Fucking
puss.
ex-girlfriends, man. Ex-girlfriends. Am I right? Am I right?
They just pull
Oh,
you back
we
in.
know, Kane. We know.
Shut up, you.
You and your
Just shut
exes.
up.
All right. So,
Elandra.
Fuck that bitch.
that
Kane's
brings
over
us...
her.
Sarah. Oh.
Does that technically make the Queen Kane's wife-in-law?
Sister wife.
But they're married through Valor, right? Technically.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Queen and Valor aren't married.
What's
Yes.
not to say they won't be?
Yet.
Yet.
We will bridge this gap.
We shall see in the future. But for now, we are on the open seas. Our
Ready to secure
recap
temerity.
for last week's episode. On board the Dauntless, the massive merchant ship stolen from
Psst, the music.
the port. What's wrong with the music?
It's not there.
It's there for me.
What the fuck?
Okay then.
Music's there for me, guys.
All right, I'm going to pause the music. Go ahead and refresh your shitty-scape, and then I will turn it back on.
Oh, you know what? My version is old now. And it
Oh
needs-
my god, I hate that. Well, so is
Yeah,
mine,
mine
but I
is
can still
too.
hear.
We literally played what last week? Why does it not work?
What are they updating? Can somebody explain to me what they're updating?
It's always broken.
Hey, buddy. Why are you sniffing around everywhere?
Oh my god, Syrinscape, please.
I mean, we hear music. Continue.
Yeah.
It's all perfect, Xavier. It's all perfect.
It's fine. Everything's good. Everything's fine.
Did you close the player? You're about to?
Yeah, because I have to go download the updated one.
Updating their terms.
Well,
of
let me know
service.
when you get it back up, because I'm going to change the music in a... Oh, now mine's not working.
Hey guys, I can send you this YouTube link if you want. It's really good.
Hashtag not sponsored.
It's 1 hour of pirate ambient music for D&D.
That's
No, I
what I
can't
do
use
most
that.
times. I just put on like swamp noises or something.
I need it to be this free-to-use music for YouTube.
Yes. For YouTube,
You know, the
what do you
YouTube
mean?
that's always
What do
being
you mean?
updated with
what
old
fucking
videos?
YouTube are you actually talking about?
What is
There's a YouTube?
Did we give him a
Exactly,
treat when he
Tim.
came in?
Yes,
Why are you being such a busybody?
he just wants more.
He needs more.
It's
You've
never
also
enough.
you've got
It's
food in
never
your dish. I'm looking right at it.
He doesn't want food. He wants treats. He's hungry for
Wants
treats.
Your love.
He's got crackhead energy right now.
He does. He 100% does.
All right,
Dude,
all right,
so
go lay down, buddy. Nope.
It's the moon.
Go lay down.
It's the moon.
Yeah, he's a bit loony.
What?
Did y'all see that Easter moon? Anyways.
Well, on board the Dauntless, the stolen merchant ship from the port of Sembia, as the city was being sieged by the Zentarim forces and their weapons of war. Included within these hellish warhounds, mechanical beasts that explode with electricity when critically damaged.
Wow, that sucks for us.
Our party, making it away from Sembia, left their longtime companion Valor behind in her home country to protect her people and her crown. Upon the waves of the Sea of Fallen Stars, our party is captained by one Temerity. Being mutinied and left in the prisons of Sembia, he has a bit of a score to settle. And as it became quickly apparent, a secret. But before that was revealed, the party spent some time with the quartermaster, Boone, who seems to know his way around a ship quite easily. Perhaps a background or a life on the sea. Showing the party the ropes, or as they're called, a line, on a boat. The ship sailed into a patch of mist, a green electrical energy crackling from within. Quickly, they were enveloped by it, and the horrors within soon coalesced into a banshee, a spectral woman standing off the bow of the ship. And as the party prepared for combat, Temerity made his presence known. Swinging across the mast, he throws some jar concoction towards the banshee, which erupted in flame. And the banshee was no more. The mist dissipated, and the seas became calm once again. Temerity informed the party that the banshee is after him, and that he is cursed, the curse being the sole reason for his mutinying. As trust begins to waver within those upon the ship, Temerity reminds the party just how much they need him. Now, aboard the Dauntless. It has been a few more days. The nights, thankfully, have been relatively calm. No more banshee sightings since the first. Temerity has been more present upon the ship, no longer sequestering himself within the captain's quarters. And your food supply still is plenty for the long travel. It is midday, 4 days into your journey, from Sembia. You are well within the Sea of Fallen Stars, and the nearest landmass is barely a hazy shadow on the horizon. What would you like to do?
I would like to rage at Syrinscape.
Still not working?
It says it's updated and it's linked it, but it's not doing in our session.
Did you go ahead to the Discord and click the invite link again? Just see if you can go through that process once more.
But yeah, Ko is actually chilling on deck, and he's kind of just levitating his array of knives and daggers that he has amassed thus far.
Mm.
Just chilling.
All right.
Phoebe is probably up in the cool little place up the pole
Crow's nest.
thing. Thank you, the crow's nest. She's in the Phoebe's nest, and she's probably all cozied up and tucked in, and she's probably taken another gander at the book that she was given, and she's gonna try to make some sense of it if she can. Like, she's gonna see if it makes any sense to her again.
Okay.
Even though
All
she
right.
knows it won't. So.
We'll get back to that. Temin and Kane?
I'm gonna make sure Temin doesn't go overboard again.
Good idea.
Oh, don't worry. I'm only practicing my swimming strokes, Kane. As Temin is there's a half barrel that's been chopped cleanly in half and is placed onto the deck of the ship, and he's leaning on it, almost like practicing his swimming motions, with Boone right beside him trying to give him tips on how to swim.
This is a fun scene because he's got two really muscular guys standing over him while
Watching
he's
him.
practicing his backstroke in a fucking barrel. Like,
Yes,
Like
yes.
this, Kane? Is this any better?
Remember to
It is
keep your
much
hands
better.
cupped.
Cupped. Okay. Cupped.
Boone, by the way, I don't think I have described this man physically. Yes, he is muscular. He's built. Though human, he is akin to the barrels on the ship. He's large. He has a wider stature. And he's relatively short compared to most human men you've seen. His fingers are large and nubby from years of working with lines and carrying heavy things on the ship. And he has a bald head, which you have seen him shave. His skin very deeply tanned from his time in the sun. He has a goatee that he wears long on his chin, and tattoos on his chest and back when you see him not wearing a shirt. Like right now.
Boone, may I ask what those tattoos mean?
Oh, these are just a collection of memories and symbols of my strength. Many good sailors have them.
Does having them make you any stronger?
Mentally.
Oh. Then perhaps I should get some. What do you think, Kane? And then Tevin's just looking at his chest and his armor body.
as I look down, I'm gonna be like, is that doable?
I do not know.
I'm not sure I've seen a metal get a tattoo before. Perhaps an etching.
Perhaps an etching. What about you, Kane?
No, all my scars are enough tatting up for me. Plus, every tattoo artist bitches about tattooing dragonborns. It's the scales, they say.
I tattoo you.
I'd have to see your work first. As I like scale them up and down.
He flexes his chest. I actually did this one here, and it's a mermaid, and she's cresting his muscle, and you see she's holding a clam with a sizable pearl in it. You know what? If you would like to inspect his craftsmanship, you are gonna have to give me some form of appraisal.
Appraisal, huh?
Yeah. Let me look over the skills here.
Investigation check.
I'm leaning hard towards investigation.
All right, give me an investigation. The jury has it.
All right.
I think Timon's gonna look too.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
curious.
Oh my.
Figure it out. I think there's something in my eye. Can I just clean that out and try it again?
No.
Oh, no.
This looks fantastic, Kane.
3? You both got 3s?
Jesus Christ.
Don't you
Well,
think
listen to me. Listen to me.
Sarah would look great like this on your chest, Kane?
Ooh. So, the mermaid, here's the most important part. You can tell it's a mermaid. Okay.
That's it. That's all we can tell.
Now, you have never really appraised a tattoo before. You don't know what's a sign of a good tattoo, what's a sign of a bad tattoo. You know that you can tell it's a mermaid. Is she beautiful? I mean, it's kind of blotchy. It's probably an old tattoo. But you know what's going on.
I'll stick with my scars.
All right.
Watch, he's the best tattoo artist on the Sea of Falling Stars, and I just missed out.
You missed out,
Listen,
man. You missed
he's
out.
just a big
Support
in
your
a couple
local
of years.
artists. Kane.
Yeah, Kane. You fucking asshole.
God.
Babes by Boone.
Babes
Yes!
by Boone.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
You know what? I'm gonna pocket that. We're
gonna come back. He has a tattoo shop on the fucking pier somewhere. In one of the
Yeah.
port cities.
All right. Meanwhile, up in the crow's nest, Phoebe, as you are once again looking through the journal of Calcifer Honeypot, give me a... you know what? You've looked back and forth through this book probably more times than you would care to admit. The theoretics and the math and everything else about it just... You don't even know where to begin with it. You don't even have a background or the fundamentals to understand it, and you know that. Yet you persist. You still continue to look for some semblance of meaning. And you sigh, and you close it once more, and you look out from the crow's nest. And you look out at the waves as they glisten in the midday sun. A sight you haven't really taken the time to enjoy. The last time you were on a ship was quite chaotic. A large storm had come in, and a young kraken had attacked your vessel. But this time, there is a serenity to it. And as you smell the salty breeze, and you hear the splash of the waves against the body of the Dauntless, a thought comes into the back of your mind. Perhaps you've been looking at this journal incorrectly. What is the answer you're trying to find?
Oh. Who... She's trying to find any ounce of how this person relates to her.
Didn't I tell you before that there was a small drawing that
Yes.
you found in the book?
Mhm.
Would you mind repeating to us what that drawing was?
Oh, I believe, if I can remember, it was a rather childlike drawing that was done by Phoebe in her younger years, probably full of color, and it was of her, and I believe her mother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if they were also in it or not, but that's what I remember that drawing being.
It was an idyllic scene with flowers and plants and a small little hut that you would recognize as your child home with your mother, O'Hara. And it was a depiction of a young Phoebe and O'Hara.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Give me another investigation as you search through this book.
I'll give you my first investigation because you wouldn't take my first one.
Okay.
Reasonably so. Okay, are you serious? It went from a 20. It went from a 20 to a 14. Okay, to an 8. Halfling luck. Fuck you.
Okay.
It's rolling. Hit the ground. It's a 17, and now it's a 3. That's a 3.
I love this. I love this for you.
Is that 3 threes in a row, guys? All right, cool.
We're going to come back to that. Back down on the on the deck, Ko, you're balancing your daggers around. And the crystal dagger, the purple crystalline dagger, you begin to feel a vibration from it as you use your telekinesis to float your daggers around. You've actually gotten quite skilled at maneuvering them using only your mental abilities. And with that connection, you feel this hum from the crystal dagger.
Can I focus in on it? I'll kind of like collect the other blades and kind of like place them in my hand and just like focus on the crystal dagger.
Okay.
And let that one just kind of like levitate in front of me.
Sure. Bringing all your attention now to this one dagger. Its hum is almost melodic. There is a tempo to it. Just a constant vibration with a slight pause. You feel within you stirring a frustrated curiosity. Your quarry's spirit seems at unrest.
Rakta, I say mentally, trying to like reach out to him. Any response from him?
You feel his presence.
If in a similar way to how I would like dive into somebody's mind with like detect thoughts or something, I'm gonna try to reach into the crystal shard.
Give me 1 second.
Well, here we go, guys. I'm gonna
It only takes a second. Oh, Ko, is that the best idea? Ooh.
You know, I like to live on the edge. Everything stems back to Donkar. It's really his fault. There's always going to be a dangerous curiosity that I have with like magical items, and you know, for better or worse.
Who keeps giving this man magic items?
I mean, listen, this is just like an isekai version of Donkar, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
He died, was reincarnated as Ko, and he came in from another world. It's a double isekai.
Dude, oh my god. That's the true reveal of the campaign. It's really just another alternate version of freaking our first campaign. And
Plot twist.
Donkar has returned. Huh.
Okay. You reach out and attempt to detect the thoughts, the presence within this dagger. As you recall, when you had first picked it up within Evan's office, it had cut you. Your blood dripped onto the blade, which thirstily absorbed it, much as you've seen it do with slain enemies. Reaching back out to that presence, that voice that you had heard in that moment, you get a response. Hello, Ko.
I'm glad that you are opening up to me. Is that correct?
But of course, you are giving me what I want. Though I could use a bit more. Our connection could be so much stronger, you and I.
I agree. Things could be stronger, as you put it. But don't worry. Where we're headed, there surely should be something for you to consume.
But my connection with you would only be at its strongest if you shared with me that vital essence.
How about we continue to take things slow?
You're no fun at all.
I just have to be safe about certain things. Because I don't know you very much. And our relationship is just starting out.
I understand. Being trapped for so long makes one yearn for something new.
Hold up. You're trapped.
Yes.
How exactly is it you came to be trapped inside this form?
From what my essence can recall, it was the great shattering.
Phoebe, up in the crow's nest, as you flip through the journal once more, defeated, you see something on the horizon. Something coming into form.
Does it look like a small child?
No. Give me a perception check.
Oh, I actually get a modifier with this one. Alright, it said looks like it's gonna be an 18, but it rolled over. It's continuing to roll over. 12 plus 4, 16.
Okay. As you stare closer, you ponder, is this land? Are we finally getting to a destination? It's been 4 days of sailing. Now, as much as you love your companions, as you peer closer, you make out sails. It appears to be a ship. Just at the boundary of sight, sailing behind the Dauntless.
Oh, behind us.
Mm-hmm.
If she were to shout down from the crow's nest, is she within range to where they could hear her?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
Well, she's tiny. I don't know how far her voice carries. The wind could be loud.
Guys, there's a ship.
Do you guys hear something? Is there a
she's
squirrel
gonna-
on board?
Is there a squirrel on board? And start away. Wild shapes into a squirrel. She's going to, stand up and peer over the crow's nest, and with her biggest Phoebe voice is gonna look down to see who's on the deck and say,
Everyone.
It looks like there's someone behind us, or there's just a very large boat. I don't know if that's important information, but now you guys know. She's gonna start climbing down carefully.
You see Boone snap up, and he begins to climb up very deftly. He's not even wearing shoes, so his toes are also grabbing the net as he climbs up to the crow's nest. And once he gets up there, you see he pulls out a spyglass and extends it, looking out. Aye. We may want to inform the captain that there are pirates following us. Sorry.
I mean,
Aye. There are pirates following us. That's Boone's voice.
But you
I-
are...
oh, go ahead, Tim.
Oh, maybe it is the captain's old crew looking for him.
Nay, this doesn't look like the Spectral Maiden. It's a smaller ship.
Have you seen that ship before, Boone?
There are many ships.
All right. Well, I'll go let the captain know then. She's gonna sprint her little feet over to wherever. Does anyone know where the captain is, actually?
The last any of you had seen Temerity, he was under the deck within the cabin.
Cool. She's gonna run to where we all last saw him.
Okay. You find Temerity in a hammock. He has an apple in one hand and what appears to be a journal in the other, and he takes a bite, lazily turns a page. Yes,
hello.
Penelope.
Close. It's Phoebe.
Yes, Phoebe. Sorry.
That's okay. I completely understand. They sound similar.
Are you sure it's not Penelope? I like Penelope a lot more.
Well, Penelope's a very nice name. It's just not my name.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry to disturb you. Boone thought it was important that I let you know that he thinks that there is another ship following us. He doesn't seem to recognize them. Temin is hoping it's your old crew. But yeah, that's.
Wouldn't
that's
that
what's
be
going on.
fortunate?
It would be convenient.
Well, tell you what. On the Sea of Fallen Stars, there's definitely no other ships anywhere around. It's just crazy that we'd be seeing another one.
That would be crazy, yes, if that were the case. But it's there. And it's coming up.
Do we have confirmation that this is a pirate vessel?
Well, I didn't know what a pirate vessel really looks like, so I told Boone, and then Boone climbed up to the crow's nest, and then he looked at it, and he's well versed with this kind of stuff, so he confirmed it. So,
Well, I'll trust his word. He's a damn good quartermaster. Here, and he hands you his half-eaten apple, and then wipes his hand off on his trousers. Well, might as well go take a look.
I think that would be best. And she's gonna flip the apple open to where he hasn't bit it and bite it.
It's a good apple. It's a good apple. Nice and sweet. It's crisp. It's good.
Love it.
You all hear the sound of Temerity's boots as he climbs the steps onto the deck. What's this I hear about a pirate ship following us? Boone descends from the crow's nest. Aye, Captain. There appears to be a small pirate vessel following us. All right. Have they flown the Jolly Roger? Do they seem to be making any sign of attack? No, not yet, sir, but Captain, I just thought it would be important for you to know, so that we can act accordingly if we need to. Listen. They're behind us, and we're ahead of them, with the fastest merchant ship one can have on the sea. Unless... You know what? I have an idea. Do any of you know how to make a black powder bomb?
I have seen them, but I do not know how to make one.
Oh, this'll be great. So, Temerity goes below deck, gets some black powder, ones used for the cannons, gets some cannonballs, and a few other supplies, and he begins to craft grenades. Palm-sized grenades. And he shows you all how to do so.
Am I still in my little trance thing with the dagger?
Oh, sorry. When Phoebe had called down about the ship, it had broken your concentration.
Gosh. Damn it, Phoebe. I almost sold my soul. How could you interrupt this?
So, please give me a perception check, all of you.
Perception. $16.
13.
24!
Nice. Perceptive as fuck.
I have 14.
Well, all of you but Temin feel fairly confident that you could get the idea of the grenade down. And Phoebe, as much as you hate, you would probably never admit it, but for some reason, after looking through the journal, your mind is just trying to soak up everything right now. You could make that bomb blindfolded and backwards.
Nice, Phoebe. Nice.
Oh, well, this is really no different than some of the things that we used to craft back home, except they don't really explode or hurt people.
So, that is now something that you all have. Well,
Except for Temin.
Except Temin. He can make love
Except
bombs now. He totally has the wrong recipe.
Yes, and when it lands, in 2 weeks, flowers will grow.
Oh,
He's
yes.
like, teach me that. Teach me.
Well, I think we should...
Or glitter bombs.
Oh, God.
my God.
That'd be even worse.
That
We
is
should-
a bomb of war.
Yes.
After showing you all how to make these explosives and then making 5 of them, Temerity looks up with a sly look. Perhaps we should go to half-mast. Give them a chance to catch up. Remind these seas who they're messing with. Aye, Captain.
I kind of lean over to wherever Kane is. Kind of like, are we sure? Is it okay for us to be getting dragged into his antics or whatever?
I share the same concern, Co. I mean, as much as I love brawling and fighting, I'm not particularly keen on doing it in open waters. So,
Because you're still learning how to swim.
I am not learning. I can't. Temin's learning.
That's fair. That's fair. No, but I understand.
That was good.
Perhaps we can give them a warning about the banshee on the seas. As Temin's just like looking over the deck, kind of like, yeah.
I think that's
Not
a
even
good
paying
idea.
attention.
Everyone should know about that. That's very dangerous.
Pirates
we
are
can just
very
set the banshee on her.
superstitious. Sorry, she only wants me. It's kind of a personal
Aren't you
thing.
special,
Yes,
Mary.
I feel very special.
All right. Why do you recognize that ship, Terra Merity?
Nope. Well, I also haven't looked either.
I mean, I could always fly over and come back to see what I see.
Ah, yes, perfect. And get shot out of the sky and eaten by some malnourished pirate.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe not do that.
If that's what you want to do, Penelope, you know, I'd hate to lose you.
Who is Penelope?
Bit
Phoebe.
of confusion.
Temerity.
Yeah.
Listen. I know you have whatever it is that compels you to do certain things and take on certain risks or whatever the case may be. But do we need to be engaged with them?
Need to be? It's not really our question to answer. If they're following us, then they're probably leading us. Which means if we don't take them out now, we may have to face off against a couple ships. Boone, spyglass.
I can actually get behind that logic.
Yes, Captain. And Temerity walks to the back of the ship and extends the spyglass, looking out. Oh. He closes the spyglass. Actually, this one's just for fun.
Which,
What do you mean by that?
yeah.
Well, you see, that back there is the pumpkin head. He lifts his boot and puts it down on a barrel nearby. You see, Shump, illustrious captain he is. He and I have a bit of a score to settle. And he has no idea that I'm here. So we're gonna have fun with this. He's gonna sail up on us. He's gonna see that there's only a handful of people aboard this illustrious merchant ship. He's gonna think it's gonna be easy pickings. And that's when we strike. He's not too bright.
Are you sure we can't just, sail away, and then no one has to get hurt, and we can go about our merry way, and...
Well, that's not the way of the seas.
Yeah, I figured that's a mistake.
Besides, I'd like to take his Jolly Roger for myself. Raise that up high, let them know that this vessel is taken. So that any others that see us as an easy picking might have second thoughts. There's a lot you all have to learn about the sea.
And you're going to teach us, clearly. So, should we just get ready?
Well, I can only mold wet clay. And he puts a hand on your shoulder. Ko, are you wet? And then he walks away.
I look at it. Like, oh my god. What an interesting guy.
I don't know if he actually doesn't know my name or if he's just messing with me at this point.
I feel like he might be messing with you. Phoebe's a really easy name.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna clear my throat. He knows your name.
Okay. I thought so too, but I just...
I was
Just stand firm.
Also-
Remind him every time.
confused.
Yeah, Timon. I'm actually a little bit with you in that confusion. He's just a strange one.
He's a
Also-
pirate. There's plenty like him, and there's far worse. Go ahead, Timon.
Oh, I was only going to ask Ko if he was wet.
You know,
What he meant by that.
at this current time, no, Timon. But what he was referring to was if I'm moldable, if I'm teachable, if I can learn, or if I'm willing to learn.
I see.
Yeah, in that sense, then maybe, but it really depends on how this goes. We'll see.
Now Timon's going to be asking people if they're wet.
Oh my
What
god!
have I done?
He's gonna leave out the rest of the part. He's just
The
like,
context,
"Are you
yeah.
wet? Are you wet?"
No, Temon's gonna come up to Ko like, oh, because I was going to clean off any moisture on you if you were wet.
There's a little bit of the sea breeze, but that's about it. Don't worry about it, Timon. It'll just come back the longer we're on the sea. So you're fine. You're fine. I appreciate it though.
Understood.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna call Temerity and ask him what he wants us to do.
With the sails at half-mast, your speed begins to slow. Basically cruising at this point, no longer, shooting through. The vessel becomes more and more visible behind you as it approaches. Its sails full with the wind, and you see a black flag hung high. Well, what would you all like to do?
Well, I've expressed what I would like to do, but I think that is the unpopular vote here, so I will just keep to myself.
Aye. We can sink him. We could capture them, leave him marooned,
I'm sorry, what does that mean?
make him walk the plank. Classic. Although nobody really does that anymore. Perhaps we could keel haul him.
What is that?
Well, you see, my good friend, do you know what a barnacle is?
No.
Imagine a creature made out of two sharp pieces of armor. And it's open and closed like this. And the creature rests within that armor. But the armor itself, its edges, are razor sharp. To protect it, you see. Barnacles like to grow on anything hard, and that includes the bottom of a ship. If you keel haul a man, you get a very nice long rope, and you tie it to each end of him, and throw him off the front of the boat. So that way, when you go over him, he is dragged across all the barnacles beneath, torn into a million tiny pieces.
And you all say I'm sick? Dude, what's your problem? Why can't we just, see who they are? Maybe they're just, I don't know. They're
He has something going on with their captain or whatever. But my question is, why do we need to go to such lengths right now?
Oh, we
Yes,
don't
it's
have
what-
to. I offer it up to you.
We have
Question.
nothing to do with these guys.
The least
How far are they?
option.
They are probably half a mile away.
So you just see the ship, basically.
Yeah, you can't really make out anybody on it. But yeah, you can see it without having to be up in the crow's nest. I leave the creativity up to all of you. I mean, yes, I understand it's my beef, but you're gonna get your hands dirty.
Is there a name for just, I don't know, stopping them, jumping on their deck, stealing some stuff and then tying them all up and leaving them there? Because you know what? You know why that would be fun. You know why, Temerity? You would love this. It might seem like, wow, that's not very violent or fun, or it doesn't really get the captain back, but it does, you see, because you're not killing a guy and you're not ripping him apart. So this is going to be a guarantee that you've embarrassed him and his crew, and he's going to come after you tenfold, which then you will have your crew back, or a better crew with your ship, and you'll be even more powerful, so that when he does come back around, you can have all the weird, gross fun that you want to have with this dude. However, I did like the barnacle thing. I might circle back to that. If I come onto your ship with a cat, can we could maybe arrange something like that?
You can keelhaul a man any day. He looks over at Boone. Better watch out. Your position's getting contested by this dragonborn here. I like that idea, Chain.
I'm gonna just snark and be like, ugh. Did not like that.
Chain.
Kane gives a side smile and winks at the rest of you. Now, these should be here shortly. I think that we should all sneak aboard their vessel while they board ours. Make them think it's a ghost ship.
You know what?
That
Yeah.
seems like the least harmful thing to do, if I'm being honest.
And it's pretty straightforward. I can get behind that.
All right. So, the other ship approaches, coming alongside the Dauntless. You hear the jeering and the shouting of those aboard the other ship.
Hey! Why don't you come on out and surrender your vessel? We've no need to get this bloody.
And Temerity, holds up a hand.
Perhaps you're all too afraid. Pallas, Thordris, get aboard their vessel. Strike some fear into them.
After a moment, you hear the heavy sound of boots landing on the deck of the ship. You hear them walking around, and then the doors to the captain's quarter swing open violently. They step in quickly. Perhaps they're under deck. All of you are hidden in a secondary compartment. Think of it as a false wall in the captain's quarters that Temerity had found when he was sequestered in there. It did have a bunch of personal belongings to the once captain and merchant of this ship, but now holds all of you. You hear the sounds of the two pirates searching the rest of the vessel, and then calling out to their ship, It's empty. Easy. You then hear the sound of 2 more pairs of boots landing on the deck. All right. Now's our time. You hear them go below deck and begin to plunder the supplies beneath. Temerity beckons you all to follow his lead as he creeps out of the secret compartment and to the door of the captain's quarters. Give me stealth checks.
Can you just go around and be like, boop, 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 boop,
Yes.
guidance?
Yes.
Ooh.
We've all been booped.
Thank goodness, because I have a disadvantage to stealth. Because I hate stealthing.
And what was guidance again?
It's
D4.
a D4. What the fuck?
So
Phoebe, get some real fucking dice.
Never.
I have a
You want this
17.
game to last forever? I can't do basic addition.
14 is my first roll. Oh my god, that would have been nice. And 22 is my second roll, so I guess I have to go with 14.
At least you didn't get
14
worse than
as well.
14. Well, you all succeed. You creep out of the captain's quarters, and you look over. You see this other vessel, and you see some lines have tethered it to the Dauntless. And there's nobody on the deck of the Dauntless, but you see one figure on the deck of this other ship. He is currently walking up to the mast, his back turned to the rest of you. All right, we're gonna get the ones down below and make the captain wonder where his crew has gone.
We can all speak like this, and I will link all of our minds together, including Temerity's, because that's King, Phoebe, Temin, Temerity. Cool. Perfect number. Yep.
This is a very useful skill. Are you sure you all don't want to become pirates?
We've got to save the world and all, or some shit, so I don't think we have the time.
Saving the world, plundering it. What's the difference?
Very big difference.
If you don't save the world will no longer exist to be plundered.
Oh, now you're just thinking without imagination.
Or maybe I'm just thinking. Anyways, let's get this on.
Carrying over your stealth rolls, you creep below deck, and you see 4 pirates, a dwarf, and 3 humans. And they're kind of shuffling about, looking around through all the supplies that are down here. Temerity grabs some line, and he passes some to all of you. And then mentally, all right, let's wrap them up. And he rushes forward, the rope outstretched towards the dwarf.
Phoebe's hanging back. She's just gonna watch all of this unfold.
So how many were there? 3?
Yep.
Okay.
I got this.
Oh, sorry. There's 4. I'm sorry. There's
4.
3 humans and a dwarf.
And the dwarf.
How close
okay.
are they all to each other?
2 of the humans are right next to each other, and the other human and the dwarf are like 5 feet from each other and 5 feet from the other 2, if that makes sense.
Okay. I cast darkness on them.
Okay.
And I'll rush in and basically clothesline 2 of them and fucking grapple them.
Yep.
Possible, and I'm gonna shout out to Kane.
Temerity
Or attempt to grapple.
through the mental link. Oh shit, was that one of you?
Yes. I respond. Quick, just go with it. Just go with it. See
I
if you
can't
can get
fucking see.
one. I know, just fucking go for it. Fine, I'll go in. And I'll go in after Temin, since I can also sense people. And I will attempt to shit.
I'm gonna mentally communicate that if they try to run out of the darkness, you'll be able to see them and take them out.
That's true.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run in there and pretty much shove them around and try and grapple some of them. And whichever ones escape, you guys grab.
All right. You hear some groans of confusion and then sounds of surprise as Temin takes 2 of them down. Ko, you head in and take the 3rd human out. And then
Okay.
the dwarf kind of stumbles out of the darkness, and he makes this motion and looks at Phoebe and Kane. Captain!
I'm gonna just kind of like chuckle to myself and be like, and then
You see kind of like...
I'm gonna go grab him.
He's too spry for you.
Oh
I'll
my
grab
god.
him.
Give me athletics check.
The trash man.
Phoebe, trip him, Phoebe. Grab his knees.
Why does I?
You're also short?
Okay. You want my athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can't handle her athletics.
I'm 19.
So he's doing this back and forth, like trying to juke you thing, and then he starts running, and so he's doing this, and you're like, you know, getting ready for him, and he just runs straight at you.
What?
Yep.
Is he dumb?
You
All
tried
right, I'm gonna grab him.
Oh, you grab him, you like twist him over and have him wrapped up before he can even know what's going on. I thought I got past you.
Okay, Jordan. I mean, you know what? I don't even know who you are, but that was some weak ass shit. Listen to me. You're just gonna shut up because that's gonna be the easiest for you. And honestly, man, I don't give a shit what's fucking happening. So,
Hey, I'm too fast for you.
oh my god. As I'm holding him down, I'm just gonna be like, okay, just shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
His little
Like,
legs kicking.
You're fast. Just shut the fuck up.
Fast as fuck, boy.
how fast you.
Temin and Co, you're able to apprehend your targets and tie them up as well.
Nice.
Do you...
Perhaps we can ask them if they want to join our crew.
Did you say that out loud?
No, mentally. To temerity.
Fuck no.
Man. So, what do you want us to do with them besides tie them up?
Is the darkness still up?
No, I'm dropping the darkness.
Okay.
We could have tied them up and left them in the darkness.
You should have told
I
me
mean,
you
if
were
you
going to be
want.
doing that.
That's okay. Sometimes things don't really go as planned. We kind of just do things in the moment. That works best.
We need
for
to
us.
communicate as a team.
Yeah, we ain't pirates, dude.
No, we're not.
Well, we got him. Hey! You are exactly who I thought you were. Don't worry. Boone is keeping an eye up top. Let's bring these boys up. So you all
Alright.
drag the pirates back up to the deck, tied up, feeble. Well, Shump, tell me again, how it is you are going to get back at Great Captain Temerity. You hear on the other ship, what? This is...
This isn't your ship. Where did you come from? Clearly you're some specter.
You would certainly wish that, wouldn't you? You all see on the other vessel this long-haired, long, nappy, bearded half-orc. An eye patch. His clothes are raggedy and gross. You could not have imagined a more stereotypical look for a pirate. Certainly not glamorous at all.
Well, that's not glamorous at all.
Oh yes, his clothes are very raggedy. And I say this out loud, and I just point it at him. This is a captain?
Yes, Temerity. Yes,
He is the
Temin.
captain now. Tevin is the captain now.
Yes, Temin. Quite the shitty one, too.
Cut out your tongue.
And you see a shump jumps onto your ship, cutlass drawn. Oh,
As he's like jumping over,
yeah.
could I,
No.
when he gets about like 30 feet in my range, I'm gonna use my telekinesis to shove him in the air.
Okay. Yeah. So he jumps over, and you all see as he jumps with his cutlass. He's crossing between the ships, and as he crosses the rails, suddenly he's just forced backwards with some invisible force, and you see he hits the rails on his ship and then splashes into the water down below. Temerity busts out laughing. A couple of the tied-up pirates yell, "Captain!"
And
Is this your captain? And I just point over to the deck.
is this your cake?
You hear some splashing down below before it ceases, and you're
What in the hell?
and he climbs up back onto his ship.
Hey! None of that funny business.
I'm gonna walk over and push him off as he's climbing
I was
up.
about to say, I was just shove him again.
He falls and splashes in the water once more.
Temerity, is this guy serious? Like, is this somebody that you really have to deal with at all? I don't know. I'm at a loss. Who is this guy? Why is he relevant?
You know when you're startled by a bug, something, not even threatening if you were to see it, but it flew past your head in the right way and, gave you a slight fright.
Yes.
Well, this idiot, and you still hear him splashing down below, something very similar. I had a bounty, and he swooped in and got it as soon as I had made it available. While I'm dealing with the threat, he grabs it.
Okay. I understand now. Is this guy still in the water?
He's climbing back up again.
Tevin's just watching.
How much?
Let him
point
up.
to him.
Let him up. Let him up.
I point to him and I look at Ko. Oh, Ko! He's very wet.
Yeah. Excellent observation, Temin. That is exactly, yes, he is wet.
Yes. Well, he makes it back up, just soaked to the bone. He's panting now.
You hear me?
Alright. Listen, okay? Stump. I'll take your other eye. You understand me?
No. I've gotten much better with my swordsmanship.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. Listen, you're gonna come and you're gonna sit next to Palace and Mike. You're new, and Thodris. Who's the new guy?
That's Mike.
No, I thought that was Mike.
Nay, that's other Mike.
And
The menacing other Mike.
you see
Oh my.
you see a parrot flies from the other ship and lands on this other Mike's shoulder. And squawks.
Whap! Monkey Mike. Whap!
Oh my.
Aye, and that's his parrot.
What's the parrot's name?
Monkey Mike. We're not sure why he gave himself that name.
It's Mike, and Monkey Mike, the parrot.
No, other Mike, Penelope.
Other Mike.
Yeah, it's Mike, other Mike, and Monkey Mike,
The parrot.
the parrot.
No,
Monkey
the
Mike,
parrot's
parrot.
Monkey Mike.
This is all very confusing.
While they're explaining that, Temerity just casually walks over and ties up Shump. Who is just exhausted and not capable of fighting back. Well, not the most exciting capture, but I'm gonna take all your stuff now, Shump. And I'm gonna leave you boys with nothing. And you can drift off into the sea. And if you survive, see if you can find me again. Come on, crew.
What happened? You're just looking over to Kane like, no Q Holly, correct?
No.
You see all of them.
I'm gonna walk over to Tem and put my arm around him as we're like going to raid the others their stuff. I'm gonna be like, honestly, these guys were way too pathetic to do that anyways.
It wouldn't be glorious.
Understood.
yeah. You
They're
get it,
too
man.
pathetic. And he says it out loud. And he looks at them and just pauses and looks at the captain. And he's just like a soaking rag on the ground with rope around him and goes, pathetic. And just walks away.
You hear the parrot.
Pathetic. Pathetic.
The man named Mike kind of stop it. And then the man who owns the parrot, you see him.
I'm sorry. What was...
Phoebe, no! I'm gonna grab her and make her come with me.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, she was about to go cure that man.
You've been trafficked before? Get over here!
Oh, I guess I'm going over here now.
Well, you procure their supplies. It's not a lot. It's really slim rations and a lot of booze. You do find some weapons aboard, including one bit of carved wood, long, and you see there is a metal tube fashioned to the top of it. There appears to be some sort of lever mechanism about 2/3 of the way back on the tube, and you're not really sure what to make of it when you look at it, but there's a recognition in Temerity's eyes. And how in the 9 hells did he get one of these? Huh. Alright, crew. Let's head back. With all of your bounty, you head back onto the Dauntless, and you hear a groan from Shump.
Nay, don't take that. That's me prized possession.
Ah, yes. Now it's mine. Thanks for that. And, yeah. let's get rid of these guys. Put them back onto their ship. Cut the lines holding it to the Dauntless, and with the help of Boone, full mast, and the wind catches the sails again. As you quickly pull away from the pathetic pirates, Temerity beams down at this bit of wood in his hands.
What you got there, Temerity?
This is the power of a ship's cannon within one's hands.
He's Mega Man. Sorry.
Oh
I was
my.
muted.
Does that make him Woodman?
Only when a lady's around.
Are they what though?
I hate it. I hate it all.
Is he at full mast?
Only when he's getting ready to sail.
The lesbian dislikes that.
A lesbian will remember that.
Well. Temerity looks at the rest of you. Or looks at all of you. I think that you all would make great pirates. Certainly better than that backstabbing quartermaster.
Mike? Other Mike? Or Monkey Mike?
No, none of those fools. Other Mike. Why would you have two people with the same name on your ship?
I mean... Points to Ko. He is a leader and a champion. Points to Kane. And he is also a leader and a champion.
I really just defer to what he wants to do. He's the real leader.
Yes, every crew needs its captain.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to get inside his head this whole time.
Boone walks up. Captain, I don't wish to overstep myself, but perhaps we should fill them in on your crew.
Yes.
Boone, what do you know of my crew? What was my crew? Who doesn't know?
I don't know.
Who on the Sea of Fallen Stars doesn't know?
Us?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're on the Sea of Fallen Stars, and
And we don't know at all.
That's also technically true.
yeah.
You fucks.
We're unhinged.
Well, perhaps I should. I'll tell you of two. One that hurts me a little less first, and then the harder one second. I had a great crew. Some of the craftiest, most skilled bunch around. They just could do things that no others could. It's a hard path to get onto the Spectral Maiden. I demanded respect, and my crew shared in every reward. But there came a dry spell, a long one. So I was planning something big, a hit that we could make and those in the crew that grew tired of the sea could retire anywhere they wanted, with all the riches a king could ever ask for. I cared not for the treasure, but merely to get myself out of this dry spell as well. So I aimed for the top. There was a halfling in my company. Sprightly fellow. Went by the name of Shank. And I bet you can figure out what he was really good at.
Cooking.
No. Good guess, though.
So he's good at killing people.
Yes. I had trained him many of the things that I had picked up in my days of assassination. He, along with my quartermaster, turned the crew against me, stating that it was my curse that was giving us the bad luck. I'm sure that they thought if they were to get rid of me, that they would be successful in their venture, probably fearing that we would not succeed. For those who fail in obtaining this treasure become a part of the ghostly crew of the Pirate King. And so it was that my crew, led by Zarya and backed up by Shink, pulled a mutiny on me, tied me and threw me in my own brig, and dropped me off at the nearest port. We were next to Sambia at the time, and they were paying for pirates extra for captains, and they would turn a blind eye to the rest of the crew. I'm certain that Sambia has had ships following them ever since. That's not a deal that you get out of freely. So when I say that we are heading to the tomb of the Pirate King, and that my dirty, no-good crew is going to be there, know that they are the best pirates the sea has ever seen. But none of you will have to deal with that. You are just aiding me in my arrival. I can handle it from there.
So what is the extent of our efforts that you require? You said you just need to arrive and that's it.
Aye. If I were, even if it were just Boone and I on this ship, well, Shump probably would have been a little more difficult to handle. Numbers considering. With all of you here, and you being as skillful as you have already proven, are going to help me very much in getting to where I need to go. There will be other pirates, maybe merchants, maybe even privateers. And we can handle them all, I'm certain. You've all proven yourselves skillful, and I suppose trust will come. So I will let you know that we will be stopping at the Pirate Isles. There's something there I must grab before we head to the tomb. After such, when we arrive there, we may go our separate ways. Once we're within the tomb, you can take whatever treasure you want, including the one that you seek. And I can have my ship back. deal?
You seem to be. Go ahead, Phoebe.
Clarifying question. I'm sorry, Ko. And this is to the party. Do we have any plans for how, to get back to where we are supposed to go once we claim what we're looking for?
Well, if I survive and get my crew back under me, you're more than welcome on the Spectral Maiden.
That was going to be my follow-up. Thank you for the offer.
If I don't, well, hopefully Boone will be here, and he can take you back in the Dauntless. I can only promise to get you there.
It's understandable. Ko, what were you going to say?
I'm more concerned with what makes Temerity think he can get his crew back. You said you commanded a lot of respect, but during what seemed to be, like, as you put it, a dry spell, a tough time for you all, your members of your crew managed to convince the majority to betray you. So how exactly do you plan on winning them over?
By killing Zarya.
Is that one person's death enough?
Zarya is very skilled. She's also gifted in the magical arts, as I see a few of you are as well. She has a way with people. And I trusted her. I trusted her with everything. And so she took everything. I'm almost certain if I can remove Zarya from the picture, perhaps my crew would see reason once more.
And if they don't, you die, basically.
To be captainless without my ship is death. I have a debt to the sea. I am married to her, and I answer her call. This is the life that I am tied to, and if I cannot live it, then I'd rather be dead. That woman, the Banshee. Enough serious talk for one day. Come. Let's crack open some rum.
All right. If we must.
I knew you wouldn't be hard to convince, Bo.
Yeah, no, that's somebody else's name. I'm Ko Roktao.
Ko Roktao. Fancy. Where are you from? And he wraps an arm around your shoulder, leading you to below deck.
I'm from around.
Around? I've not heard of such a place.
It's far, very far.
Tell me, do you have
Kinda
beautiful
like-
women in Around?
Yes.
Perhaps we've some stories we can share.
We'll see. Temerity. And I kind of like brush his arm off of me
Aww.
and grab the bottle from him.
He was just trying to bro with you.
I have 3 bros.
Always living in a harem.
His bro circle is full and then not
Yes.
taking applications.
I've literally got Kane, Temin, and my number 1 drinking bro, Evan, who is back from the dead. So, like, I'm sorry, Temerity. You just came too late, dude. You arrived at the party too late.
Damn.
But he's a sea bro.
Yeah,
Mr.
they're not
Land
sea
Bro.
bros.
Yeah, but we haven't really been. I haven't fully been convinced of Temerity's forthcoming. We'll see what happens if he survives his crew, and we actually get what we need.
He needs to see if he's a tough sea bro, because he can't just have any sea bro.
Like, Kane walks through doors and traps for me. Temin basically does the same, but with like enemies. And then Evan literally has been like the godsend in this world to give me hope. And then I have Phoebe, my sister.
Oh, hello.
So like I even have Valor too. Like, come on now. And then through Kane's other wife, I have a sister-in-law, 2 sister-in-law.
Ko is explaining all of this.
He just
Yeah,
has too
I'm
many
explaining.
friends. Like, he's not even talking about where he's from anymore. He's just talking how
Yeah, he's
blessed
talking
he
about
is to have amazing friends.
Temerity's just drinking from the bottle.
Yep. So
I am a bro.
yes, you are, Temin. Yes, you are.
I am excited. I've never had family before.
Well, you do now. And I'll take the bottle from Temerity and give it to Temin. Drink up.
Temerity grabs another bottle.
I am unaffected by alcohol.
No, that's
What
fine. We're just gonna drink together, Temin. That's fine.
It's symbolic.
Oh,
Yes.
to the symbolism.
Two
Boone,
symbols.
come join us.
And
Shane and Penelope, come on.
I think that's us.
No,
I
it's
believe
not.
You were mispronouncing their names.
you are Temerity.
Kane, Phoebe, if we're going to be sailing together, it is best that we have a drink.
Yeah, you're right, Captain Jack. Thank you. And I'll take the drink.
Jamison's second favorite drink.
All right. He holds a toast aloft.
Phoebe, would you
down.
like a drink?
I don't partake in alcoholic beverages, but I appreciate the offer.
I know, I just wanted to ask you.
No, I appreciate the offer. Very kind of you.
Goes like, I'll take yours.
Oh, okay.
Well, if there is anything else you would like to do,
I would like to go through the very interpersonal relationships between my entire friend group and explain it in thorough detail over, the rest of the rum.
you are quite the sharer when you get a few drinks in you, aren't you? Perhaps you're not quite pirate material as I thought you were.
There's plenty I haven't shared.
Let me get the list.
Like this and this and this and this.
And this is how they're related, and this is how Cain became, a man of many wives, and there we go. Yep.
And I married them.
Suddenly, the
Sure now.
captain. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, suddenly the captain does not want to fellowship. Go on, Phoebe.
I was gonna look at Tevin and be like, Tevin, are you sure you're not affected by alcoholic beverages?
Oh no, I am always like this. This does not affect my judgment.
You seem a little bit more... What's the word I'm looking for? Someone help me.
Confident in his swimming. Yes, I see it too.
Do you really think so, Kane?
You're basically a different man, Temin. You're basically a completely different person.
Oh, thank you, Kane. He just kind of puffs his chest out proudly. I have been working really hard.
gonna pat him on the leg. Yeah, you have, buddy.
Cohen and
Baby.
Kane, give me a Constitution save. Temmin?
Oh no.
I was gonna say, maybe you can join me for swimming sometime, Kane.
It was almost a natural 20, but then it became an 8.
I got a 19.
Co, you're not sure if it's the 4 days at sea, the motion of the ship, the heat of the sun, but this rum is hitting you. You're not sure if it's some special pirate brand.
Oh, it's from the Caribbean. It hits different.
It do be hitting different. You mean the Pirate Isles?
The Pirate Isles. It hits different.
After some drinks, Temerity, you know, he's starting to feel it. You all want to see what the thing can do?
I look at him. You talking about the Banshee?
No, not her. She'd rip my guts out and drink my blood.
I would honestly love to see that right now.
He hard pats you on the shoulder.
Like kind of stumble forward a couple because hard to keep the balance. What are you referring to?
He grabs the thing that he had taken from the other ship. I bet none of you have seen one of these before. He then fishes around and grabs some items. You see he takes some of the powder from the bomb. He puts it into the tube at the end, along with some paper and a small metal ball, and puts it in there with a rod. Stuffs it down. He then pulls back the lever in the back of it, pours in a little bit of powder, gets a bit of twine and frays the edge, and puts it on there. Now, this is ready to go. He then holds it up, and you see as he squeezes the back of it, the lever drops, and you see this fire ignite before a loud boom, and the whole thing pulls back, and you see on the water several skitters as that small metal ball goes flying across the water.
That was quite impressive.
Question, DM.
Yes.
So, Eberron and its
And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode of Fancie's Fables.
Oh,
Yeah.
What were you asking about, everyone?
No, the session's been ended.
Good.
Nope, that's it. I'm leaving it. Big, fat, juicy cliffhanger for everybody.
Temmin, do you have a joke for this occasion?
I do.
Let me switch this back to, I had a better song. Oh, well.
You know, the music kicked in about, 20 minutes ago for me.
Yeah.
I told you to tell me when you had it open.
Oh, we were into something, and yeah, it just switched and made it.
I've been up the whole time.
You shut up.
Get the fuck out of here.
Pirates.
Scream gremlin.
Temmin, merrymaking with your companions and Temerity and Boone. You had something you wished to share?
Oh yes. a mind flayer is hungry and decides to sacrifice his minion, what kind of meal did he make for himself?
Mind Flayer is hungry.
Who's the
Blame
thought?
Mignon.
That is correct, Kane.
Oh my!
Hey! That's my mom!
Yes,
That
I
was
did
good.
it! Oh my god! Thank you, thank
That's
you.
my mom!
That is 10 points to Hufflepuff.
Let's go,
Why is
Hufflepuff!
Kane in Hufflepuff?
Let's go!
Oh my god, yeah, what the fuck?
No, Amanda's
That's
in
why you are the
Hufflepuff.
champion.
Kane's in Gryffindor all the way.
Kane is definitely Gryffindor.
Gryffindor energy.
Well, before we go down that rabbit hole, thank you everybody so much for tuning into this episode of Fancy's Fables. I would like to inform you all that we have another guest coming up soon.
Ooh.
So make sure that you stay tuned on Fancy's Fables to find out just who that might be.
The guests are so cool.
The guests
Is it
are
another
very
mic?
cool.
They're always so
Is it
good.
another mic?
Not the mic.
This one's Burger Mike. Alright, you rapscallions. You all have a great night. I will see you next Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And until then, stay fancy.
He said it. He said the thing. He said it in ASMR. He said the thing.
ASMR.
ASMR.